is Shady. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today, we're going to be working on another journal. Okay, welcome back everyone. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out. So yeah, I was commissioned to make another journal. And it was my daughter's sister-in-law who wants it. Now, she got a junk journal for me for Christmas from my daughter. And it was a Jack journal, if you guys remember it. I think I have a flip through, and I can link that in the description if you guys want to see that. But this time, Corinne wanted a planner. And I was talking to my daughter, I'm like, I'm not sure I can do this because I don't know anything about planners. I don't use planners. I don't know the layouts of planners. The closest I got to that was trying to bullet journal. And that was a lot of work to me. So that did not go far. My daughter was like, okay, I'll let her know. I got curious, so I went on Etsy, and sure enough, you can get digital planner kits. And I got to looking at them, I'm like, oh, this will be a piece of cake. I'll do this. So I let my daughter know, and she was extremely happy, and Corinne was extremely happy. And so on I went. And you guys, I made it so much more difficult on myself than it had to be because my brain was not mentally calculating how to do it. It did eventually come around and catch up. But after I had already done all this work on the planner because my idea was you got a piece of paper, right? And your piece of paper has a left side and a right side. So when you're putting this together, you got to make sure the right side is working with what the left side is doing. And I had that thought in my head. And so when I first started, there it is. I was thinking I had to like edit these pages and add different pages to one on the left side, one on the right side, and it just made it really difficult on myself. And I had the idea that I wanted the monthly planner in the beginning. But how was I going to do it when I had a monthly, this whole thing was a monthly planner. I said, okay, we'll just put something else on this side and it'll work. And that's what I did for this whole journal. This journal does work, or this planner does work. It just was a lot of extra work that I didn't have to do. And when my brain came around and said, oh, let's just put the monthly planner in the center. Because that was the one that was the biggest problem. And so I redid all of it. This is going to be a planner, and it's going to go in my shop. I just need to make the cover. But it's fully functional. It's just was a lot more work putting it together. So, here is the one we've got now. This is the same fabric on her junk journal. We used elastic bands because you can't take these, okay, say here's February, here's January. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do January, February, March, or I could do January, February, March, and April for 3 signatures. I was going to do 4 signatures, and there you go. Again, for every left side, there's a right side. So this is not going to work. Doing it like this, even with the way I printed this, it was not going to work because the weekly only ended up with 2 weekly planner days. You need 4 for each month, so that would never work. Now my brain will probably calculate at some point, and all this will calculate, or all this will correspond properly, but that's for another time. Because for now, my brain was not functioning. I am going to do a test, not edit any pages, and try and stack these in for easier sewing and stuff. But for the moment, I decided let's do 12. Let's do elastic bands. So there's 3 for each hole. So we got January, February, March, April, May, so on and so on, okay? And they fit in there perfectly, and they're in there so solid. I've seen some people do these and the pages always seem really loose and moving everywhere. These are not moving. I don't know what it is, if it's because there's 3 bound to each band, or I don't know, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So here we go. I got some great clip art. I'll put the shop name right here because I can't pronounce it right now. And then the junk journal planner pages right here. They'll both be linked in the description box so you guys can go check them out. So here's the inside. We put fabric, more fabric for the pockets there, and fabric here. Okay, and here is the planner pages. I left everything as it was, okay, and just laid it out differently when my brain decided to catch up. I added a jack right here. We're going to put some of more of these pockets in today. I've only got a couple pockets in right now, and that's probably the extent to decorating. I'm going to put some satin ribbon, I think, maybe on some of these pages. So we'll see. I'm not sure exactly where I'll put them. If I want one here, because it just really fills out the journal. But I'm going to find another planner kit and take pages and shrink them down as journal cards that can be used and wrote on. So there's January. The notes page is not in this original planner, this notes page, so it doesn't have that one. Writing, and look at how close. You guys can see how close these pages. They're not shifting, they're not moving, like they are in there so good. Okay, you know what? Let's go. Here's the center. Okay, she can take pages out, put pages in, but I'm going to go to February, because February is where all the magic started happening, because this January was a test one. I wanted to show my daughter and see which of those layouts she liked the best between this and this. So then when she liked this one, I really started going. Here's the pocket for February. And I started adding more clip art to the writing pages, to the pages that don't have important things. Pages where she can write and have Jack on there. Here's 2 of the meal planners, 2 of the weekly planners. Here's the monthly. And then when we go back through this side, the other 2 weeklies, the other 2 meal planners. Now the meal planners I thought were really important because she's got 5 boys. So I really thought the meal planner was a good idea for her, and her weekly planners. It was not feasible to do a daily because I would need 7 for each week of the month. This journal would have been 500 pages plus. As it is right now, so this one, I believe it has 240 pages, if I calculated properly. There's 5 pages each signature, but there's an extra page in this first one, and there's 12 signatures. So there's a lot of pages in this. Okay, and then we got the other writing pages, and then here at the back is the budget planner. She can put her bills in here, when they're due, what she's got to pay, her income, how much she's bringing in a month, her other expenses, and savings. I thought a budget planner would be fantastic for her as well. And then we go into the next one, and the pages are the same. We got the meal planners, the weekly planners, and that's how it went through the whole thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put some more pockets on. I don't want this video to be too long. So let's see. There's February. Going to March. We're going to go to a purple one. And these pockets are just all gingham, purple and black. And if she wants to play some more, there's lots of pages that she can just play on if she wants. Add photographs. More notes could go on that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I measured these all the same because, nope, we're going to cut a little bit off each side. Because as these pages get bound in here, it's going to give you less room to glue the pocket. So, oh, I need to re-ink those. It's laying pretty flat as well, which is good. I just wanted this to be accessible for her, easy to manage. And if I can find a way to not have to use elastic and to be able to stitch with more in each signature, like 3 months to a signature, then I will start doing that. But I gotta figure that part out first. I'm sure I will be. Now I'm gonna go through some more of this clip art and make stickers for these pockets. So we're going to the next one, and we need black. What I'm doing really is just trimming off a column. Where is my March? Oh, I think it's right here. Oh, that is March. We're not doing March. We're going April. And April starts the next batch of signatures. Okay. I'm going to have to check and see where we are time-wise on this, because we can always stop and do some more of this. I'm also working on my poetry-inspired journal too, you guys. If you've been watching, you know that. And so we're going to be doing some stuff for that one. Not very often do I work on 2 journals at once. We'll do another pocket. Let's go to May. We're on black. I don't think I inked that last one, did I? Oh, I got a trim. And I'm just trimming a row off because that seems to be the right size. Oh, I think I forgot to ink that purple one. I think my black needs a refresher. I used a lot of it when I did Craft-A-Ween. But it's doing the job, just covering up those white edges. And like I said, you don't have to put these all the way to the bottom of the page. I like to have a little bit of border around it. If you guys are seeing a flickering, it's my light. I've got a bulb going out, and they flicker like that when they're coming to the end of their time. Okay, there's June, and it's going to be purple. I should have already had these trimmed, and I didn't. Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up with this one. I will come back, either have it done or do something else together on this one, or just finish this up and then we'll work on my poetry inspired journal, which I have not done. I had till after February to do this, but once I discovered that I could get digital planner pages, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and work on it. And because I told my daughter to tell Corinne that I cannot work on this until after February, because I'm working on this poetry inspired journal. And then I got interested and decided that I was going to go ahead and work on this. So when we come back with this one, I'll either have it all done, or we'll finish the pockets, or we'll do something together in it. Also, I'd like to know if anybody out there who watches me, any crafters or journal makers, if you've done a planner journal and how it worked for you and how you arranged your pages. Let me know that down in the comments if you know anything about that or if you've experienced this. And if there is a way to stack pages and it all works together. I really would do more of these if I could have it narrowed down to 3 or 4 signatures. So if you have any experience with this, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. So yeah, that's all I've got right now, you guys. Like I said, I'll come back, we'll do more, or I'll have it finished. Because I still have to do this, which I'm going to do satin, I think. I was going to use the doily, but this doily I ordered, it's actually crocheted. The other ones that I put on my other journal, these right here are not crocheted. It's a very thin fabric and it can be trimmed easy. Well, the 8" is too small, and this of course is too big, and I can't cut this because it'll start unraveling both of these ends. And it's really heavy, so I wouldn't be able to put a book plate on there and all that stuff. So it does look pretty on there, but I think I'm just going to do some of the satin fabric on there and trim it up with some black rickrack. Anyway, I'm rambling, you guys. So, like I said, if you've had experience making these, let me know about your experience down below and how it all came together. Yeah, that's it, you guys. That's all I've got. So, thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.